Guys, how you doing today? I'm going to show you an easy way of how I clean my house plants. A lot of them, especially like your viney type, they have so many leaves. I don't have time to sit and clean and wipe down every leaf front and back. So all I do, now I'm doing this outside, but I also do it in my bathtub with my shower head. So all I do is you want to fill a spray bottle, and I fill mine all the way up, and then I put 2 or 3 drops of soap in it, and it don't matter what kind. I've used Dawn, I've used Ajax dishwashing liquid, I've used everything. So, and I've never had any issues with my plants. So you can see they are really dusty. These are in my house, not sitting outside on my front porch or back patio. And they need to be cleaned badly. So all I do is I get my little garden hose, and I've got an end on it, and it's real light. I turn it on just real lightly, rinse them all off with the water, get them really good. And I usually try to wait until they need to be, it's time for watering. I usually do a few plants, every time I do those. And the bigger ones I just pick up, put those in the bathtub, do the same thing. If it's really big floor plants, of course you got to do it manually. So I got them all rinsed off. I take my squirt bottle with my soap and just generously spray the leaves. Get them all nice and soapy. Try to get the backs. Just spray them down. And getting your soap in the soil isn't going to hurt a thing. Now I'm doing this outside, of course, not in my bathtub. I try to get the backs as best I can. Also a great bug preventative. And now I'm just going to let them sit. But that initial spray with your garden hose or your bathtub sprayer or your kitchen sprayer, whatever you're going to use, takes a lot of the dirt or dust off in the beginning. Now I'm going to let these sit with the soap. I'm going to let them sit for about 5 or 10 minutes till they kind of start drying off, but I don't let them dry completely. So we'll come back when they're a little drier. Okay guys, these have dried off a little bit. I'm actually going to go ahead and give it another spray. And then I am just going to take my garden hose, turn it on lightly. See, I got just a light stream coming out of here. Rinse everything back on and get off again. And then if you see a heavy spot, I just kind of take my finger, but usually I don't have to. Straighten this plant up here a little bit. The soil kind of washed away from it. Get her back in there sturdy. Just take it a rinse. It's not going to hurt if any of the soap stays on your plant either, so, like on the back, if you can't get the back really good. So now, there's a really nice breeze going. These things are going to dry out quickly, and I will show you how clean this method actually gets it. And usually this is about once a month, but like I say, I do a few plants. And I usually wait till I'm watering, till it's time for them to get watered. That way I'm not drowning. You know, you don't want to do that when the plant doesn't need to be watered. But if you're doing it, like say you're doing it in the house, in the bathtub or your kitchen sink, what I do, now it's windy out here today, but I let them dry out really, really good. Put them in front of a fan if you're doing it in the house when they get done, like when they get done dripping a little bit. Put them in front of a fan, especially plants like this. You don't want them to rot out. I do this to my orchids, all my house plants, anything I can pick up and put in the bathtub. And you can do 3, 4, 5, 6 plants at a time in the bathtub. So I don't make a habit of bringing my plants outside to wash them. The plants that I have outside stay out here. But we'll let these dry and I'll show you how shiny and pretty they are. Guys, here they are, all nice and pretty and clean. I'll put them in the sun so you can kind of see. See how pretty and clean and shiny they are? Now I'm going to continue to leave them out here a little bit longer because they're not completely dry. But it does a really good job. You don't have to go and clean every single leaf. And they're very, very dust-free and very shiny. And the sheen from the soap will stay on your plant, and you won't have to worry about the pores getting clogged or anything like that from using leaf shine. Now you can also, every once in a while, I'll put a little bit of neem oil in my soap and water mixture, and that leaves a really pretty sheen on them too. Plus it helps deter any bugs, or if you happen to have any. But I use the same thing if I do, like, see spider mites or mealybug or anything like that. I will just add the neem oil to it, but they're still a little bit wet, but you can see how much prettier and cleaner they are. Works wonders, and it's very easy. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have time to go and wipe every single leaf, and, you know, especially some that we have, like, you know, the philodendron, or not philodendrons, the pathos and stuff like that, the Brazil, the mycones. That's way too many leaves. And sometimes just spraying them down isn't enough. I mean, yeah, it gets the majority of the leaves, the dust off the leaves, but if you put a soap on it, it really, really helps. So, here's a little sweat bee. Alright guys, that is it. And I hope you have a good day, and talk to you later. Bye. Peace.